Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. This is your July bonus reading, and we're going to jump right in here. You have this serendipity card and this soulmates card. I'll show you those two in just a second, but definitely could be like a surprise meeting with a person if you are looking for love. I also do feel that this could just be kind of like a breakthrough moment. So if you're not looking for love, and even if you are, that serendipity card is like the right place, right time type of energy. So it just says that you probably will be in the right place at the right time when if you're like working towards something you want or whatever the case may be. And I do get that energy there. I feel like the soulmate, that could also just be a person that's like coming in and helping you, or kind of like a mentor or guide or something like that. So I do feel that energy here. I feel like the serendipity card is also encouraging you to go find lucky moments. I think if we just sit at home and do nothing, then we're not gonna have any luck. But I think if you put yourself in situations that could be lucky, then you will be lucky. The soulmates card, again, I feel like there could be a soulmate coming in for you for sure. It definitely looks that way. I do feel like you have to release something from the past. You have the Five of Pentacles. You also have the Ten of Swords in the area of your thoughts. You also have the Hermit as your crossing energy. So, it looks to me like some of you could be holding on to a past situation that didn't work out. I would say that this might have been something that made you feel like weak or like you didn't have control. And the Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. With the Five of Pentacles, we need to make sure that we are focusing on our strengths. And that's the whole point of the card. There's this anchor right here in the window. Those pentacles form an anchor. And so I do feel like something has been kind of like holding you back just in general. And so I would do whatever you can to, again, make sure you're kind of like bossing up here. The reading itself kind of does say to me that you are bossing up, because we have the Emperor in your very near future. And I kind of feel like the Emperor energy is the energy you're embracing. So it's like you're taking back control. And then, in the next few months, you have the Death card, which is you. It's like you're stepping into your energy. You have the Hermit as your crossing energy. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. And the Hermit kind of says it is time for you to shine your inner light. He has been to the top of the mountain. He's been through a dark night of the soul, and now it's time for him to kind of like share what he has learned. But I feel like this is saying you've completed your journey, and now it's time to come down from the mountain. It's like there's no more suffering for you, although, I think that there will always be something that comes up in life. But, I feel whatever the situation it is that we're talking about here, it's kind of like come to an end. In the area of what's on your mind, you have the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. So you could be thinking about a person who like stabbed you in the back. You could be thinking about a situation in your life that didn't work out. And I want to stress, this doesn't have to be love. This could be a business that didn't work, or an idea that hasn't been working. I kind of see you almost, I think it's Les Brown who says pissed off for greatness, right? And I kind of get that with the Emperor energy. It's almost like you are pissed off for greatness, or you're about to get to that point, which is kind of like a good thing. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, some people say, like, oh, you shouldn't be angry and blah, 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 blah. And, I think that's total BS. I think we have anger for a reason. And I feel like if being pissed off makes you successful or gets you or moves you past something, as long as you do the healing, it's perfectly fine. So I feel like this, I get that energy off of this Ten of Swords. He's making this symbol right here with his hands, and that symbol represents a blessing. So, I always look at the Ten of Swords as a blessing in disguise. I just kind of get the feeling that you're waiting. It's like you're waiting for it. You're like saying, I've been through something challenging, but like, where are the rewards? It's almost like you're asking for it or something. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. You have the Strength card in the area of your foundation, so you are focusing on your strengths. She has her hands in the lion's mouth on the Strength card. And, kind of the lion itself represents her inner beast, or her inner critic, her inner voice. And she is getting her inner voice or inner critic to submit to her. So she is, taming that lion. And this is something that she has to do every day, but she's really taking control. And, this is a card of determination as well. Like I said, pissed off for greatness is probably what I should title your reading, because, I feel like you're taking control. It's like you've been through something challenging, Ten of Swords, and it's like, instead of quitting, I feel like you are getting to that point where you're actually, instead of quitting, you're motivated. In the area of the past, you have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of success and a victory. So again, I feel like you have, it's kind of like saying to me that, again, you've learned through a battle. The guy on the horse here, he's been through a difficult battle in life, and now he is being celebrated for being victorious. So I feel for a lot of you, you've been through like some sort of battle. It's almost like there is a victory coming in for you, or you are about to receive recognition for something that you did. He also has this wreath right here, which kind of reminds me of the World card. But I feel that the card itself is saying that you are very close to the end of a long journey, or you are very close to completing something. Because again, the World is a card of completion. And yes, I know this isn't the World, but again, it's kind of saying to me that you are very close. I forgot to pull these two. You have this cat, it says jealousy and gossip. You have this wheel, it says endings and beginnings. There you go. The World is endings and beginnings. The Six of Wands can also represent jealousy. The person's face that you can see behind him is meant to look jealous. So the Six of Wands can represent, kind of receiving jealous people around you, or the haters, the trolls could be kind of coming out of the woodwork. As I always say, I would just ignore it. There's no need to even pay attention to it. I feel like you're on this new journey anyway, so it's like the endings beginnings card is saying you're starting something new, and it's not even worth paying attention to whatever happened in the past. So there you go. Next, we are going to the Emperor is coming up in the position of your very near future, and clarifying that, you have this butterfly. It says transformation is beautiful. You have this eagle. It says spirit has your back. So you are clearly undergoing a major transformation, and I feel like the eagle is saying, spirit has your back. Spirit is guiding you. I also feel like eagles have very good vision, and I feel like you are actually starting to see the changes that are going on in your life, or you're seeing that things can change, and I would pay attention to that. It's almost like I also feel that you can't see what's coming. It's like if you're going down a road, right, and there's like a big curve that you're coming up to, you don't really know what is around that curve. And that's popping into my head here, that it's like some of you, it's like I feel like you just can't even imagine what's coming in for you if you go through this transformation that this card is saying. And also I kind of feel like some of the other stuff here is talking about a big change that you're making, and I do feel it's encouraging you to embrace the change. I also feel like the reading itself is encouraging you to embrace your inner strength. You have the Emperor here. You also have the Strength card. I feel like both cards are very determined to be successful. They both put in the work to really make something happen. The Emperor is really about taking action, and I feel that you are ready to take action on a goal, wish, or dream. I also I feel like some of you have already started something new, maybe over the last year or year and a half. And so if you already have started something new, again, I feel that pissed off for greatness thing, where it's maybe it's not reaching the heights that you want it to. And I feel like this Emperor is going to help you this month, really blast past any obstacles. I feel like the Emperor is really going to help you help the situation grow. And so I would embrace the Emperor energy of taking action. I do feel like something needs to be kind of reimagined, almost, is the word that I feel like saying. So let's say you've been working on a project for a year and a half, for 2 years or something, and maybe it's not working as well as you want it to. I feel like the Emperor is going to almost help you kind of reimagine the project or whatever you're working on, and that is going to make it much more successful. You have the Death card showing up in the area of the next few months. So the Death card is you. This would be you showing up in a position of power and strength. And that's all I feel. I feel like you're stepping into your power, like I said earlier, because, I feel like that you're taking action, and now you're kind of becoming your true self, right? I feel like you're embracing the change. The Death card is a big card of transformation and change. The Death card is about releasing everything you've always known. The King is dead underneath the Death Rider, and it kind of represents the death of establishment. We have Pluto going into Aquarius. It's moving over the cusp right now of Aquarius and Capricorn. It's going to do it again in November before, when it moves into Aquarius, or October, whatever it is. It'll officially be in Aquarius in November. And what I would say is that cusp of Pluto, of Aquarius and Capricorn, is the death of establishment. So, I think that a lot of people could be experiencing these things that have been established in their life for a long time, undergoing some sort of transformation. It doesn't mean, that you're going to quit something or, leave something. It could just be a change or an evolution. Next, in the area of your closest relationships, you have the Seven of Pentacles. I do feel for a long time here, Scorpio, that you have been looking at the people in your life, and you're kind of looking at what they bring to the table. And I'm not talking about just love here. I'm talking about every single relationship that you have in your life. I feel you are really examining, kind of like the people that show that they want to be in your life through their actions, and the people that just want to take, right? So I feel like you've been paying very close attention to the people that are actually working in your life and the people that are not working in your life. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Basically, is it worth it for me to give these people energy or not? And you really could be asking yourself that question. And again, I think it's a good question to ask, because you could be deciding that some people are worth it and other people are just stealing from you energetically, and you could be letting those people go. In the area of your future feelings, you have the Two of Pentacles. I would say that you could be feeling split, like in two minds here with the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is about spinning plates. It says that you're trying to do too much. And so I feel like focus would be very important for you, or I feel like focusing kind of like on one thing to do in your life would be very beneficial. I also just focusing your energy in general and balancing out your energy would probably be a good idea with these two cards. Your outcome card is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is about taking a risk. And the Five of Swords can represent walking away from something or separating away from something. Some of you could be dealing with a separation. But again, Five of Swords is really my card of taking some sort of risk or putting yourself out there. And I do think it's a good time for you fixed signs to take risks in your life. You also have this options card. It says, many opportunities are becoming available to you. Take advantage of every opportunity. Let curiosity awaken your mind. Serendipity. It's like the way that you're going to find lucky breaks is by taking advantage of options that are coming into your life. You have a student that says, read books on finance to expand your knowledge. Going to school to expand skill set, or working for a school district. So again, great time for learning. I literally just said to, I think it was Pisces, that it's an amazing time for water signs to learn about whatever it is that they do. So whatever you do, I would learn as much as you can and kind of like improve upon it or grow it. With the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit, you have the Six of Cups. See, I feel like there's a new connection. Not really a love reading. There's a little bit of stuff going on here. You have that soulmate card as well. But the Six of Cups to me can definitely be a soulmate. So it doesn't have to be a person from the past. And I feel like it is a new person. You could be attracting an emperor and empress, whatever you're into. But I do feel this could be a new person, and would definitely be a soulmate with the Six of Cups. It would also be like a more playful, childlike connection. Something that's more fun, right? And that's what I feel here. The Hermit and the Five of Pentacles would really say that you need to get out of the house if you are looking for love. You need to get into public to find a person. Those two cards are about, hiding from the world. So I feel like you need to kind of open up to the world if you want love. The other thing I will say is you have two sixes. I love two sixes. To me, two sixes is kind of like confirmation for the path that you're on right now. So it basically just says that you're on the right path in some area of your life. With the Ten of Swords, you have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups with the Ten of Swords would be about healing your heart. And I feel it could be a really good time to do things for yourself. I think when we, take care of ourselves, when we nurture ourselves, when we do things that are fun, those are all ways that we can heal our heart because we're doing something for ourselves. And that's exactly what I feel like this card is saying. It's saying it's time to do things that you enjoy, that you want to do, that bring you more joy and happiness. That's like one of the easiest ways to heal your heart. And that's what I would be doing here. Showing up in the area of your thoughts, I would also make sure that you are trusting your intuition with the Queen of Cups. With the Strength card, you have the Page of Cups. You could be attracting a very strong person as well. So that could be something that's standing out to you, is that you could be attracting like a real leader, a real action taker, something like that. But definitely, like I said, I don't think love is a big part of this reading, but I do feel it's here. So if you want a person, the Page of Cups can be an admirer. You could be the secret admirer. They could be the secret admirer. Take it how it resonates. But I do feel that there could be a pretty strong connection coming in for you with the Page of Cups, something that makes you very happy. So I would definitely go for it if you want love. The Page of Cups is also your dream. He has this fish in this cup here, and I always say that fish might not exist. That might be part of his imagination, and it might be part of his dream that he needs to manifest here on Earth. And so I would, take action on any dreams that you have. With the Six of Wands, you have the Page of Pentacles. Yes, definitely a new person. It could be an earth sign or a water sign or a mixture of the both here. Take it how it resonates. But the Page of Pentacles is like good news or something positive coming in for you. It's also a card of education. So the Page of Pentacles is the card of studiousness and learning as much as you can about whatever you're doing. So that could be the way to have a victory with that Six of Wands. But I do kind of feel like this is communication between you and a new person, again, if you want love. With the Emperor, you have the Judgment card. Didn't you have something about your purpose here or something like that? Or am I making that up? I feel like maybe I'm making that up. But, I feel like there's something here about you taking action on your purpose. I also, I feel like some of you are already working on something that has to do with what you think your purpose is. And you're probably right. But I feel like the reading itself is saying you need to take bigger risks in what you're doing. And the other thing is that the Judgment card, these people are in these coffins, and the coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin is their new life. And so I kind of feel like the card itself is saying that there might still be some attachments to things that happened to you in the past, and making the full transition or full transformation, away from the past is going to be the thing that makes you the most successful with the Judgment card. So we have to completely step into the new life if we want to be successful with this card. And that's what I feel like it's saying. Again, they're still standing, they're rising up, but they're still standing in those coffins. So there's still some sort of attachment. With the Death card, you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is about your finances. Number one, I do feel this could be a person. You could be, this right here could be you in a person. So this could be you attracting, a very stable person. I always say that the King of Pentacles is very stable, secure. He's focused on stability. He wants a successful connection. But I also feel this could be about you making changes in your finances. I feel a lot of you, it's like whatever you work on could be the thing that is going to improve your finances. But I also feel that whatever you're working on at this time, I feel like it needs more of a risk taken, but I feel like you're just taking bigger chances to grow. So if you're working on like a side hustle, a side project, a YouTube channel, whatever you're doing, I feel that like taking bigger swings, like in baseball, like really going for those home runs and not really, it's like maybe you're playing it too safe is what I'm finally trying to spit out here in this reading. I just get a little bit of that energy, not a lot, but it's showing up here that you could be playing it a little too safe, and taking bigger risks will make all the difference. With the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Swords. This is coming up in the area of your closest relationships. Again, cutting people out. So you could be cutting some people out, and that could actually lead to a victory. The Ace of Swords is a victory. It is a success. I also feel that there could really be communication, because we have the Judgment card. And so if you are looking for a new connection and love, this to me would represent communicating with a person. And I feel it could really be a victory and kind of like a lucky opportunity as well. With the Two of Pentacles, here you go. You have the Queen of Pentacles. See, I think you're going to have to make time for a person here. This is your future feelings, Queen of Pentacles. It's like you're focusing on your finances. Again, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. But I feel like you're focusing on, kind of like stabilizing your finances or your income. And you have the King of Pentacles here. It's like someone is ready to show up in your life, but it's like if you're working 24/7, then you're not going to have time for a person. So, again, if you want a person, I would carve out the time. I would also say that the Queen of Pentacles is about increasing your resources, but she is resourceful. The way that she increases her resources is by being resourceful, not wasting resources. So make sure to pay attention. With the Five of Swords, you have the Lovers. Yes, like I said, definitely could be a very strong love connection. I think you need to take a risk on love here. For a lot of you. And again, if you don't want love, then that part of the reading isn't for you. But if you do want love, I feel like there is some sort of risk attached. It could be that maybe you have to approach the person. It could be that just love is a risk for you in the first place. So, I would take the risk. You have this Throne card. It says position of authority, Emperor. I feel that you are taking action this month a lot. And I also feel you could be gaining authority in your life. You have this Teardrops card. It says great personal sorrow. I feel like saying you're done crying. Like, I feel like you've done all the crying this year already. And, again, I kind of feel like you are over it. You're over something that makes you cry, or you are leaving something behind that makes you cry just in general. You have this heart card. It says love, deep affection, and caring. If you are attracting love, I feel you will be attracting a very caring, kind-hearted person. I also feel that, even, let's put it this way. I think we are in a heart-based time. So I think that we all need to be focused on our heart anyway, in the energy of love. That doesn't mean you have to have love in your life, but it means that you could be doing more things that you do love, and that could create lucky breaks with the serendipity card or whatever. You have this Tower card. It says solid foundation, success with effort. Strength card, in the area of your foundation is success with effort. You also have this archway. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Yeah, I think you're stepping into the light. Even the death card here, this white rose on his banner, it kind of represents the pinprick of light in the darkness, that chases the darkness away. So I feel like this is kind of saying you're opening up to new opportunities that are leading to luck or something like that. So love it, Scorpio. Looks really good. Thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.